Tyler Durden once said, "You are not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You are not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet." And I'd add, it's hard to feel like yourself when you're not in touch with who you really are. In a world where everything's a click away, we've raised a generation that collects aesthetic boards instead of real skills. So, let me ask you, what are your hobbies? Do you feel connected to them, or do you just find yourself scrolling and calling it a day? Somewhere along the day today, we stop doing things just because they're fun, and that's something worth questioning. Hobbies used to be something you did, not something you admired from a distance. Now, we curate vibes, we collect identities, we associate but rarely practice. We say we love cooking, but have never made a dish from scratch. We say we love books, but buy more than we read. We've replaced experience with association. Hobbies are more than ways to pass the time. They give us stories, skills, quirks, the layers that shape who we are. When you have a hobby, you don't just have something to do, you have something to talk about. Without hobbies, conversations feel a little shallow. What are you watching on Netflix becomes the go-to, but it doesn't reveal anything real. What makes someone interesting isn't their media consumption, it's their quirks, their passions, their creative pursuits. In 2024, I finally tried something I had always admired from afar, photography. That one decision led me to cinematography, to coloring, to drawing, and a dozen other creative experiments. Each hobby didn't replace the last, it built on it. Every medium taught me something new, both about the craft and about myself. Society tells you to pick a lane. I say, why limit yourself? Curiosity can be a compass. Every time you try something new, you aren't starting over, you're unfolding another layer to who you are. Lately, that curiosity has pulled me deeper into color grading. I've been experimenting with a tool called Dehancer, and it's genuinely transformed my favorite part of the video creation process, editing. Instead of endlessly tweaking nodes or hunting for the perfect LUT, it gives me intuitive sliders with results that still feel cinematic and rich. If you've been curious about making your videos look more like film, there's a 10% off link in the description. Just so you know, it's an affiliate link, which means I may earn a small commission. But it's a tool I truly love, and it might be the perfect excuse to explore color grading as your next creative pursuit. There's a pressure to be perfect right away, and sometimes that stops us from even trying something new. But here's the truth. Trying and failing is how you learn anything worthwhile. When you learn to walk, you fail. When you learn to swim, you probably panicked a little. Trying and failing is human. Suddenly, hobbies became performances. Now it feels like if you're not good enough to monetize, you shouldn't even bother. We scroll endlessly and wonder why we feel so empty. What if we reclaimed hobbies just for the joy of it? Think about the most interesting person you know. What makes them unforgettable? It's probably not their ability to binge watch 6 seasons in a weekend. It's their weird little interests, the homemade jewelry, the blurry film photos, the random obsession with deep sea creatures. These experiences shape their worldview and make them magnetic. Studies even show that engaging in hobbies boosts confidence, strengthens identity, and increases adaptability. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you become through doing. When I made my first zine, I had no clue what I was doing. I just stumbled across the idea and told myself, make one. It taught me I could create something from nothing, imperfectly, but bravely. When I picked up film photography, I thought it was about pretty pictures, but it ended up teaching me to embrace imperfections, to see the beauty in the process, not just the outcome. Trying new things isn't about mastering them. It's about unlocking parts of yourself you didn't even know were there. Hobbies teach you patience, resilience, curiosity. They connect you with other people who see the world a little differently too. That's how growth happens. That's how you happen. So whether it's making a zine, picking up an instrument, or learning to bake, hobbies offer us new pieces of ourselves. What's one thing you've always wanted to try? Maybe it's time to pick it up, just for you. No pressure, just the freedom to create, explore, learn, and share with like-minded people if you feel up to it.
gli occhi d'una figlia appena nata, come il cielo pieno